Hi everyone, my name is Gautam Gupta, and I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Universal Fundamentals. In this video, I will be talking about how the solar and lunar eclipses that are happening on October 25th and November 8th of this year, 2022, how will they affect each ascendant and moon sign? Now, the solar and lunar eclipses happen twice a year, and sometimes can happen 3 times a year, depending on the dates they occur that year. And what an eclipse essentially is, it is the darkening of the light, and they usually reveal things from the past which we didn't know about. To speak of it astrologically, a solar eclipse is when the new moon is in an exact conjunction along with either Rahu or Ketu. And a lunar eclipse is when the full moon is in an exact opposition and the sun and moon are conjunct either Rahu or Ketu. Now, these are powerful times for healing and going within ourselves to find closures with any unresolved issues from the past. And during the eclipse season, it is best to pursue spiritual matters, such as meditating, and it is best to avoid pursuing any materialistic matters, such as buying a home, starting a business, or getting married. Now, to give you guys a bit of a background about the upcoming eclipses, the solar eclipse will be happening on October 25th, 2022 at 8 degrees Libra, and it will be in the nakshatra of Swati. And together, the sun and moon will be conjunct Venus, which will also be at 8 degrees of Libra, as well as Ketu, which will be at 19 degrees of Libra. Now, all of these four planets are in the nakshatra of Swati. And this is going to be a very significant and important solar eclipse when it comes to finding balance and justice in all of your personal and even professional relationships. Because one thing I want you all to remember is that Libra is all about finding balance, peace, and justice. So basically, any wrongdoings that people think that they got away with will come back to surface and haunt them. And this is the time people will start to deal with the consequences of their actions, whether it was good or bad. And ultimately, this is going to be a time of great purging. Now, to give you all some important information regarding the nakshatra of Swati, the ruling planet of Swati nakshatra is Rahu, and its deity is Vayu, who is the god of wind. And the symbol of this nakshatra is a single blade of grass swayed by the wind. So, therefore, we can say that Swati Nakshatra is known for its total and complete independence. With all of the truth that will be coming out and being revealed, this is going to give people an opportunity to live their lives with the utmost freedom and independence. Now, the lunar eclipse will be a bit different as this will be occurring in the nakshatra of Bharni, 22 degrees of Aries. And to give you all the background of this nakshatra, its nakshatra ruling planet is Venus, and the deity is Yama, who is the god of death. And it's symbolized by a female womb, which represents the birthing process. So basically, this tells us that once the purging from the solar eclipse has occurred, there will be a new beginning, which is initially going to be very difficult. And I kind of want you guys to think of this like a birthing process. You know, when a woman is in labor and she's about to give birth to her child, she is in great pain until the baby is born. And this is also difficult for the baby as it is being exposed to a whole new world outside of the mother's womb and comfort zone. But once the baby is born and out of the mother's womb, the pain and discomfort go away and the environment becomes so much better. So, what I want you guys to realize is that there is definitely going to be a new beginning emerging after this lunar eclipse because justice will most definitely be served. And the purging that'll come out of this may not be easy, but it is necessary to heal the emotional body. Now, before I begin talking about how these eclipses will affect you personally, I do want to invite everybody to please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com, where you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter and you will get it delivered straight to your email address. You will also learn more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer. And if you happen to find this video helpful and useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Doing so will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm, which will allow other users like you to locate this video. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure to hit that bell notification icon so you do not miss out on any of these similar YouTube videos that I will be doing in the future. And lastly, I want to let everyone know that I do practice sidereal Vedic astrology and not Western tropical astrology. So, with that being said, let's begin with talking about how your ascendant and moon sign are affected by the solar and lunar eclipses coming up. So, if you are an Aries ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your seventh house of business partnerships, relationships, and marriage. If things have not been working out in any of these areas, then expect an ending or some sort of closure to your relationships. This is not the time to make any major changes in these areas. However, it is a good time to do some self reflection regarding what you want out of your relationships. And because Rahu has been transiting on your ascendant since March of this year, you have been the one in charge when it comes to making decisions in your relationships, whether you believe it or not. And during the solar eclipse, you may even reconnect with people from your past relationships. If you have been needing closure from the past, then this will be the opportunity to find the closure needed so you can move on. And when the lunar eclipse does happen on November 8th, which will be in your first house, you will get the information needed about your past relationships and even your current relationships. And ultimately, this is going to allow you to make the necessary choices and decisions to move forward. Now, if you are a Taurus, ascendant, or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your sixth house of health, coworkers, litigations, and disputes. And for you guys, this is not the time to be engaged in any lawsuits or litigations, as you may find things working against you at this time. This is actually the time to lay low, and if it is possible, try to resolve any legal issues or disputes internally without the use of the court system. You may also find yourself having difficult relationships with your coworkers or employees if you have any. And it is going to be a difficult time to rely on them as they may quit or leave when you need them the most. And I would also pay extra attention to your employees or coworkers as they may be keeping secrets or hidden information from you. And because these eclipses are happening in the 6-12 axis, please take extra care of your health and make sure you're getting enough sleep. Now, when the lunar eclipse does happen on November 8th, this may be the time where you will be leaving the past behind and letting go of the things or events that did not turn out in your favor. You will find some sort of closure from the things you need, which will make this letting go a bit easier. And this is a major clearing period for you, and this will ultimately lead to a new beginning, which will bring you a lot more fulfillment in the long run. Now, if you are a Gemini ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your fifth house of children, speculation, investments, and entrepreneurship. If you have any children, you may find that they are going to need your attention more so than usual. So please be emotionally present and available for them because they are going to be needing that from you. And also, this is not the time to be making any major investment or speculative changes, especially if you're in the stock market, as there can be some major transformations happening to your current investments. For now, it is best to stay put with what you have and simply ride the wave until things change. If you are engaged in any entrepreneurial activities, then this is not the time to make any major changes to your endeavors. Just simply stay put and evaluate what you have accomplished so far and what needs to be done in the future. Once this eclipse energy has passed, you will have more clarity needed to make the important decisions. Now, when the lunar eclipse happens on November 8th, you will find that your network circles and the way you are receiving your income and gains will change to a completely whole new and different direction. This whole new direction is seriously needed for Geminis, and it is going to give you the big boost needed to advance in life. After this lunar eclipse, you will be exposed to a whole new friendship circle that can really help elevate your social standing, career, and overall reputation. So take advantage of this new life that is coming your way. Now, if you are a Cancer ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your fourth house of home, real estate, vehicles, and mother. If you have been trying to make changes with your residence or real estate, you may have found yourself running into some obstacles and setbacks while doing so. You may be wanting to move because of your career changes. Circumstances are not allowing you to do so. This energy will temporarily continue as we are in the eclipse season, so it is best just to push back and not make any major changes. Also, this is not the time to purchase a new car. It is best to wait until the eclipse season passes. And if your mother is still around, you may find that she is going through a difficult time and needs your help. So please take note of that during this eclipse season. Now, when the lunar eclipse does happen on November 8th, you will clearly get the information needed to make changes related to your career. And this will ultimately allow you to make changes to your residence if needed. So once again, it is best to wait until after the lunar eclipse energy has cleared before making any changes to your career and residence. Now, if you are a Leo ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your third house. And the third house represents short distance traveling, younger siblings, as well as your communication skills and style. This is not the right time to make any short distance trips. And if possible, just stay around your local area and try to wait until this eclipse energy passes before making that special trip. You may also find that your relationship with a younger sibling becomes more disconnected and difficult. So I would hold off on any important conversations or decisions regarding a younger sibling until this eclipse energy is over. However, if you do have a good relationship with the younger sibling, or you find that you guys don't have any issues with them, this can also simply mean that there is some type of loss that is happening in their lives, and maybe you can help them during this difficult time. Now, when the lunar eclipse happens on November 8th, this is going to give you the necessary information to make any important changes regarding a younger sibling, as well as your father, as the lunar eclipse is happening in the ninth house of your chart. This information may give you the clarity needed to move forward with your life. Now, if you are a Virgo ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your second house. The second house represents our money, finances, and family. So during this time, avoid making any major financial decisions that can affect your net worth or bank balance. You may not have the necessary information needed to make that final decision. So if you're finding yourself unsure with what to do with your money currently, just hold off and take a breather. And at this time, do not do anything you do not understand right now. And at this time, I would also avoid any major and important discussions with family members. This is not the time to bring up any important or sensitive conversations, as these conversations may not turn out favorably. It is best to wait until after this eclipse energy passes before having these talks. Now, once the lunar eclipse happens on November 8th, you will get the information needed to make any changes to any of your wills, legacies, or estates. You may also get some important news regarding an inheritance that could change the course of your life's direction. So, if you are needing or wanting to make changes regarding your money situation, just wait until after the lunar eclipse before taking any drastic steps. Now, if you are a Libra ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your first house. The first house is all about you, your physical body, and even health. You will most likely be making a lot of changes to your physical appearance and the way you look. You may change your hairstyle, the way you dress, or something about you just transforms to a whole new direction. Now, however, since this is a Ketu solar eclipse, you may find that you feel more disconnected from the world than usual. And this is simply a time to reflect, withdraw, and retreat in a healthy way so you can spend some alone time and enjoy your own company. Now, when the lunar eclipse happens on November 8th, this will be a time where you will make an important decision regarding your current relationship. You may have noticed that ever since March of this year, 2022, if you have been in a relationship, your partner may have been very demanding and over the top lately. If that is the case, then this upcoming lunar eclipse will help you with the information needed to decide whether or not you want to stay in your current relationship or just simply move on. Now, if you are a Scorpio ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be occurring in your 12th house. The 12th house deals with our past and subconscious mind. You may find yourself doing a lot of self reflection and inner work regarding things from your past. This is an excellent opportunity to find closure within and move forward with your life as this eclipse energy passes. I would avoid making any long distance journeys to a foreign country or place at this time. And it is best to reside close to home and do the self reflection needed. Now, when we get to the lunar eclipse on November 8th, you are going to get some new information which will help you make a decision regarding your health or what to do with any difficult coworkers or employees if you have any. So, if you were on the fence about making any health changes or changes with your employees, wait until this lunar eclipse has passed, and this will give you the information needed to make any important decisions. Now, if you are a Sagittarius ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be occurring in your 11th house. The 11th house deals with large groups, organizations, older siblings, friends, and great gains. And during this eclipse, you may find yourself disconnected from these things. You may find yourself wanting to make a change from your network circle and perhaps join something completely new and different. If you have an older sibling, be aware that they might be going through a difficult time and they perhaps need your help. If you can, then this is an excellent opportunity to to lend out a helping hand. And by the time we get to the lunar eclipse on November 8th, you will get some valuable information regarding your stock investments, children, and any entrepreneurial activities if you're involved in any. And this is going to help you make any necessary changes. And as a result, you will be more financially prosperous in the long run. You may have some surprising news, discoveries, or insights from your children if you have any. And if things have been financially difficult for you, just hang on tight because there will be light at the end of this tunnel. Because after this lunar eclipse, you may just figure out a creative way to generate more income. Now, if you are a Capricorn ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be happening in your 10th house, which is all about your career and social standing. You may find yourself thinking about people from a past job. And if there were any unresolved issues from that old job, this is going to be a time where you come into a clearing and get the closure you need so you can move on. You may also think about making some changes in your current career. If that is the case, wait until the eclipse energy passes. because this will give you the clarity and information needed to make the right decision. Now, when we get to the lunar eclipse on November 8th, you will get some great insights regarding any real estate transactions or property decisions you plan on making. You have the clarity to make appropriate decisions because recently you have been feeling unsure about what to do with the current state of residence. However, this lunar eclipse will give you the insight as to what you should do next and how you should proceed moving forward. Now, if you are an Aquarius ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be occurring in your ninth house, which represents your father and long distance traveling. And during this time, I would avoid making any long distance trips. It is best to stay local and let this time pass before taking on any major trips. Also, this may be the time where your father is going to need some attention for you. If he's in any trouble, be aware of this so that you can take the necessary actions needed to help him. If he is no longer around, then you may have some memories about your father, which is ultimately going to bring you a healing experience. Now, when the lunar eclipse does happen on November 8th, this is going to reveal information about a younger sibling you were not aware of. You will get the right information, and this will ultimately allow you to make the necessary choices needed to make forward with that relationship. In fact, you may be getting other sorts of information from various family members or around the neighborhood, which can allow you to help advise others. So take advantage of this powerful transit. Now, if you are a Pisces ascendant or moon sign, then this means that the solar eclipse will be occurring in your eighth house, which represents your in laws, transformation, and inheritances. Now, this may be a time where your in laws are going through some transformation or change, which will impact you as well as your marriage. If you are due for an inheritance, realize that there might be some setbacks and delays regarding this, and it is best not to push things forward at this time. Also, don't do anything too drastic with your finances and investments currently. You may find yourself reevaluating your joint assets, and you are probably thinking about making some major changes. However, for now, just let everything run its course, and in due time, everything will fall into place. You may also find yourself having more of an interest in the occult and metaphysical studies, as the eighth house does represent these things as well. Now, when the lunar eclipse does occur on November 8th, your financial picture will become so much clearer than before. You will know exactly where you stand with family members when it comes to money, joint assets, and financial affairs, and this will give you the clarity needed to make those important decisions. However, during this time, do watch your speech and the way you are communicating to your family members and those around you, as you may find yourself more emotional than usual. Say what you feel, but make sure you do so in a tactful manner. So, this is what I wanted to cover regarding what's going to be happening regarding the solar and lunar eclipses. And these are coming up on October 25th and November 8th. So I hope you guys got something out of this. Once again, if you found this video to be useful, then please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. You guys will really help me out with the YouTube algorithm so this video can reach a vast audience. And if you are new to my channel and would like to see similar videos like this in the future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell notification. And if you would like to know more about me and what I do as a Vedic astrologer, then please check out my website, universal-fundamentals.com. Thank you so much, everybody, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.